Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Darts coming out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit on. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Another one here to London. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Penix on 1st down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Here's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Ready, let's go!
Again, it's Robinson, and the defense stands him up again right at the line. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Giants are set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Pushing it up past the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Breaks free in the center of the field. He could do it! And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Pop right the old Johnson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New York.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. When they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darts back to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
Gain of 39
They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf. Check up.
Penix working from the gun. We look underneath here. Robinson. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Ready.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ready up.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. They go to him again. And this won't get anywhere either. The front held up. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Robinson. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hawk 70.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Second and 3 now.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 15, right here.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's low and bounces short of his man. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Here's Dart now. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Jukes away from one. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. 79 Brook. 19. Tiger. 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass complete to Robinson. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, Penix to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 17-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Darts looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready.
Dart going to throw again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready up.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Darts out of the shotgun. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dart. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
It's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Fielded at the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Play action. Here's Penix. He rolls to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Gets this one to London. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, Sash.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Another carry for Robinson. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons, first down.
Penix on first down. Gets it to the 15. Leads into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with the touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra
So he
point.
finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Robinson on the inside give. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Ready!
Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays Brock made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. That's fielded at the 46. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Falcons take over first and 10 at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, Penix. Connecting on a slant. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Giants 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set. Go.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go. Go.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. We've set it down from 37.
Here we go. Set. Hey.
On first down, here's Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Hold it ready.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Go. Count 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hook.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this third down.
Set up. 60 in. 60 average. 60.
Here he goes, third and long. Lobs this deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It is going to be a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
18, run, 18, take. Hut, hut.
Now Penix off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
18, come and get. Go.
Running left is Robinson. Get some space around midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now.
Staying with Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. And is Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
70 Lions.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Penix working from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's another for him. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep running away with this. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. On the move, headed right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Darts back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Going for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off. And the Falcons will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
To the air with Penix. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Penix looking to pass. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third down, it's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's second and 14. Here's Dart now. Buys time, rolling right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Howard now, third and long. This is a heater going deep. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
17.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, 70, Timber.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons looking like they'll start this season with a win. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Finds his back. It's Robinson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
60 Eagle. 70.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. And it's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves one away from the NFL record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Scatterboo now from the gun. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. The Falcons bring it in, and they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
60 Eagle, 60 Dragon, 60.
They're going to pass it here. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
59. Giants 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. One down, a whole lot more wins